What's up, Giants fans? Back at it with another free agency video here, and boy, is Big Blue keeping us busy here on this Friday afternoon, evening now. The Giants have added two new offensive linemen to their roster for 2024. But before I get into those new team additions, folks, make sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Big Blue Avenue. Love all our fans. Appreciate all of your support. So, the first deal, Giants sign guard Aaron Stinnie to a one-year contract, or at least they've agreed to terms at the time of this video. He's an interior guy at 30 years old. This is a one-year deal coming over from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Started multiple games for the first time last season, 11 total, played 86% of the offensive snaps in 2023. He has a guard build. He's 6'3", 312 pounds. Gave up 2 sacks last year with 2 QB hits and 25 pressures and 11 starts. We know the Giants right now at the guard position have John Runyon, Josh Azudu, and Marcus McKeithen as the primary guards at the moment. I'll get to who they lost today a little bit later on. So Aaron Stinnie comes in. He was thrust into the starting lineup in the Bucs Super Bowl run a few years back. His pass blocking efficiency isn't great. He's ranked 63rd out of 85 guards as of this past season. And his career journey has been very interesting. He started his career with the Titans, spent 2 years there before going to the Bucs for 4 seasons. Just 12 career starts, but as I mentioned, 11 of them coming last year. He tore his ACL in 2022, so that is definitely a concern as far as injuries go, but he was relatively healthy last season. I like that he has experience at both guard positions. Definitely intrigued to see how that will help this Giants offensive line. And I like that they're signing veteran free agents at this position. No more drafting rookies to come in and fill roles. We have enough young players on the line, 2 of them starters, and John Michael Schmitz and Evan Neal entering their second and third years respectively. The other deal the Giants made today, signing former Vikings interior offensive lineman Austin Schlottmann to a 2-year deal. Spent the last 2 seasons with Minnesota, starting 7 games for them, mainly at center. That's what he is. He's a center. Giants last year were really missing a backup center. John Michael Schmitz, and Schlottmann is a veteran that I think can make John Michael Schmitz a lot better. He started 3 games for Minnesota this past season, 4 in 2022. He was a good spell center to Garrett Bradbury, who had some injury issues the last couple of years. So Schlottmann was there ready to slide into that starting role. Schlottmann is a big dude for a center. He's 6'6", 300 pounds, still just 28 years old. He's been in the league for a while now. Pretty solid pass blocking. Again, nothing earth-shattering about these numbers, nothing to get super excited about with these 2 signings, but they're needed signings. The Giants mentioned they're going to spend big in free agency on the offensive line, and they have. They've signed 4 guys already. Schlottmann in 2023 gave up just 1 sack, 1 QB hit, and 5 pressures. Played just 42% of the offensive snaps, though. 2022, a sack, 4 QB hits, 10 pressures. This past season in 2023, again, take this with a grain of salt. His pass blocking efficiency was ranked 19th out of 37 centers, so very middle of the pack. He was ranked higher than John Michael Schmitz in pass protection, who had, a more down rookie season. But Schlottmann's a 5-year vet, great story, similar to Nick Gates. He came out with Nick Gates, an undrafted free agent out of TCU in 2018. He played 3 years with the Denver Broncos, 67 career games. He's got 14 starts. Schlottmann is a really good pass protecting center. He's decent in run blocking, and I think having him come over from Minnesota will definitely help the Giants' pedigree on their offensive line. The one move I do want to talk about, I really wanted to bring this guy back, but I think he outpriced what the Giants wanted. Unfortunately, lost starting guard Ben Bredeson to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He signed with them today on a 1-year, $3.5 million deal. Ben Bredeson has been a mainstay on his offensive line for a couple of years now. Dave Gettleman traded for him back prior to the start of the 2021 season. He was a 4th-round pick in 2020 by the Baltimore Ravens. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to miss Ben Bredeson. He was our best interior offensive lineman last season, and that includes John Michael Schmitz, just 26 years old. He started all 16 games he appeared in for Big Blue this past season, and he only started 9 games in those prior 3. So if I'm Tampa Bay and I'm looking at this addition of Ben Bredeson, good for you. Good for you. This is good protection for Baker Mayfield. I know this is a Giants video and not a Bucks video, but I want to say thank you to Ben Bredeson, a guy who really flied under the radar in his 3 years here with the New York Football Giants. He'll be missed, but I like how the Giants have added a lot of depth. And, you know, the Giants compensated for this loss of Ben Bredeson by signing 4 offensive linemen so far in free agency, 2 depth with Schlottmann and Stinnie, a guy in Jermaine Eliminar who will compete for a starting role, and a starting guard in John Runyon Jr. Folks, let me know what you think of these 2 additions in Stinnie and Schlottmann. Make sure to check us out in all of our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. Appreciate you all. And without further ado, let's go Big Blue.